Here are some tips to improve your IVR experience without having to break the bank. Details are everything when it comes to the IVR. You can do a lot of little things to really improve the customer experience. That's what I'm going to go through in these next 10 or 11 slides. This is the first thing that a customer will hear, and it's one of the number one most annoying things. Huge long prompts, right? Some of them that will go to 9 options. You don't need to do that. Make sure you truncate. Industry average is 5 to 7. I'm saying no more than 5. This sounds like common knowledge and common sense, but it's not. We need to prioritize what callers are calling in about and make those the first options. Sometimes the main option that most people are calling in about is number 5 or number 6. Don't do that. Prioritize based on what your customers want, not what you want them to press. Everything in the IVR, when you're thinking about a prompt, needs to be short and to the point. Don't overthink it. Don't think that you're making it more elaborate or you're being more professional. Get the customer to where they need to be as quickly as you can. For product support, press 1. If you need to verify something with a customer, right? This is a huge pet peeve. Make it as quickly as you can. I say make it quick, but not fast, right? If you have to read back an account number, nobody wants to hear, I have your account number as 428, right? And also, if there's things that you don't need that are not that important, make sure that you take it out and don't read it back. Just have the IVR say thank you, right? We overthink this a little bit too when it comes to reading back of customer data. Get to the point and get them there fast. Stop trying to make the customer use your IVR if they don't want to. We're punishing customers because most of IVRs stink, right? If they want to talk to an agent, if they have an issue that they think they need to talk to an agent, let them. Don't have them hit 9 or 0 14 times. Let an escape to an agent be something that is just absolutely natural. And the better your IVR is, the more utilization you're going to have. If people are opting out, it's not their fault. That's your fault because the IVR stinks. I see this a lot when I consult. Reporting for an IVR is a little bit more difficult. It takes a little bit more thought process. There's some things that you may have to do in your scripting to get good reporting. So a lot of companies don't even do it. You have to make sure you have good reporting. That will tell you right away if there's an issue in the IVR, if a customer's having some frustration in their customer journey, make sure you get the reporting right. And if not, bring somebody in that can help you. If you can, natural language processing, I think, is much better as long as you have a good platform for it. Nobody wants to be talking if they can't be heard of what they're being said and the system keeps asking them the question again. But if you have a really good natural language processing IVR and it can really understand keywords and phrases that customers are saying, it can be a huge benefit to the experience. But again, don't overutilize it. Make sure that it is good. Don't just slap something on because you think it's cool. Make sure you test it out and that it's good. Virtual callbacks are no longer just I think we want to have that. They're a must-have in any IVR. Anytime that there's a queue, the option for a customer not to wait on hold is a must-have. It's super easy to do. Any CCaaS platform, you don't even have to pay for it. You just kind of implement it. Make sure that you have virtual callbacks in all of your IVR systems. Huge issue, especially with larger companies. Too many people have a say in what goes in the IVR, and then they get selfish and only care about how it affects their department. Some want people to go right to an agent. Some want them to stay in the IVR. It creates really confusing IVRs, right? So make sure you have a change management group for your IVR, that there's a plan overall, that you have really one person or a group of people that understand the entire company, what the needs are, so that you do not create these different departments just adding on to the IVR, creating just that monster that we all hate. Here's just some quick advanced routing tips, right? You can prioritize calls based if a customer's already called in again, right? Looking at some data. You can look at who your important customers are. If we can have a call come in, find their ANI, find their data in their CRM. If they're a really high-end customer, let's move them to the front of the line. If somebody's called in multiple times, let's move them to the front of the line, right? A lot of things you can do from a call routing standpoint to enhance the IVR, to enhance how your customers are waiting. You don't want everyone just to be the next available agent because some customers are more important or have other needs. And last but not least, test your IVR. I know it's painful, but think about it. If it's painful for you, it's painful for your customer. Go through all the prompts. Is anything dead? Does anything go where it's not supposed to be? Too many people are not testing the entire IVR, or they get it up, they test it, and the next thing you know, it's 2 years later and they haven't tested it after all of these advancements that they think have happened. Make sure you test your IVR, and if something's broken, if you can streamline anything, let's fix it.